Hello students and welcome to music class. This week we'll be talking about timbre or tonal color. So last week we practiced creating a picture from what we heard. On that same idea, we have different sounds that create different sound colors or timbres. These timbres can be described in many different ways. We have warm sounds, we have bright sounds, we have cold sounds, we have dark sounds, we have sounds that are soft like a rabbit, or even sharp like a piece of glass. Each instrument has a different timbre that it is associated with. The timbre is the actual sound of the instrument. No two instruments sound exactly alike. A violin can play the same pitches as a flute, but they both sound completely different. Woodwind instruments have a quality where we can hear the sound blowing through the instrument. We can actually hear the air creating the sound. Most of these instruments have a warm sound that make us think of reds, yellows, and oranges. They can be a bright and high sound or a dark and low sound. Brass instruments are making their sound by creating a buzz, and we can hear the buzz. Sometimes we think that this buzz sounds like a fly or a bug. Just like a woodwind instrument, they can be bright and high or dark and low. Most people, when they think of the color of these instruments, are cool. So they would think that they are blue, green, or purple. The lower the sound, the darker the color is an important thing to remember with our brass. Percussion instruments are different than the previous two. They share colors with the previous instruments because they might be able to play the same pitches, but the way that they are actually shown can be very different. Because we strike a percussion instrument, they start out bold and sharp, but as the sound continues, they soften and get very, very soft and almost disappear. So just like the sound, the colors reflect this. Finally, we have string instruments. String instruments can share colors and styles with the different instruments. For example, if a violin plays a very high note, just like a flute, they might look almost the same, but we still would be different because we could hear either the pulling across the string or the pizzicato or the plucking of the string. Because there are many ways that string instruments can be played, they can be shown in many different ways too. When we actually color today our instruments, you should think of not only what color they sound like, but also how the notes are played, what shapes they might sound like. So maybe if it's a low and full sound, maybe they're dark colored circles. Or maybe if they're high and fast, maybe they're a bunch of little dots or lines or a squiggle in a very bright color. So today, your job is this. You were given a sheet with 10 different woodwind instruments on it. We are going to listen to the 10 different woodwind instruments. After you listen to the instrument, you should stop the video and color in that instrument on your sheet. These 10 different instruments can be found in the YouTube playlist that is posted alongside of this video. Please make sure that you listen to all 10 instruments and color them in. Have a fun time! Thank you!